What's up, y'all, man? Big Mike coming at you. Live and direct from Philosopher King Central and Max City Limits Radio Show. Gonna fire up this grill right quick. Gonna fire it up right quick, man. First of all, what's up to the crew, man? What's up to the fellas, man? Appreciate y'all stopping through, man. The world is crazy. The world is absolutely bananas, man. Today we're going to talk about a skill, man, an attribute that most fellas need in their life, and it's obvious that they don't have it, especially on YouTube. Yeah, the skill, the attribute of discernment. Being able to discern, being able to see that which it is, to see what it is, to see what it truly is. The art of discernment. Meaning Big Mike can walk into a room and I have my superpower on, my superpower of discernment, and I can look around and I can see who the bosses are, I can see who the lames are, I can see who the snitches are, I can see who the suck-ups are. I can just discern your spirit, man, within 5 minutes of meeting you, man. And this is a skill that I've learned and I fleshed out seriously when I worked in the joint, man, 10 years as a corrections officer, man. You had to be able to read a motherfucker real quick, man, to find out what kind of animal you was dealing with, man. You know what I mean? If you was dealing with a straight up killer, if you was dealing with a straight up buster, if you was dealing with a nigga that like to run his mouth and talk and snitch and run to the folks. I mean, you had to have that power of discernment. And of course, I honed it on the streets, dealing with these raggedy ass broads and these buster ass Negroes that cohabitated with them, man. I had to be able to read these motherfuckers, man. So, imagine my surprise when I get on YouTube and I see a lot of Negroes out here who lack discernment. They lack discernment big time, man. For anybody to sit up here and look at and listen to and feel the energy and the vibe of Just Pearly Things, and you come up with, she's a flaming racist. You niggas ain't never met no racist before. You ain't never met one in your life. Obviously. Chick ain't no goddamn racist, nigga. You lack discernment. She may have so-called minced her words. She may have said some things out of ignorance, but that don't mean she a racist. I go off your energy, partner. I know her energy, and it ain't the energy of a fucking racist, nigga. Before you start with that, oh man, every racist ain't deliberate. Every racist ain't flaming and out there and wearing it on their sleeve. No shit, man. I can read them too, and she ain't it, nigga. She ain't it. My superpower of discernment tells me she just an ignorant white girl that's ignorant to a lot of things that's going on in the world. And she just don't know how to articulate certain thoughts and got you niggas crying like hoes. And that's what you are. Done playing with you niggas, man. I can't take it no more. Because you act just like bitches. You act just like bitches. Prove it, nigga. Man, I've been proving it ever since I've been on this bitch. Hence the reason why ain't nobody listening to me. Because I ain't making no friends with none of these podcasts, nigga. Fuck you all. This gotta stop. Shit. Yeah, man, you niggas act like hoes. Just like, check this shit out, man. I'm gonna say names on this shit and I don't give a fuck. My nigga Red Supreme. I've been listening to Red Supreme for a minute now, and he does great work. Does masterful work, man. I love his shit, man. Especially when he roasts that bitch ass nigga Taz. Those are my favorite joints, man. them joints be hilarious, man. But man, I was so seriously disappointed in this nigga this week, man, when he came at Angry Man. I can understand why he went at Obsidian. I can understand that. You know, Obsidian, he kind of like a flip-flopper every now and then. He pretty much goes wherever the money goes. Yeah, man, you know, Obsidian, he flip-flops sometimes, man. And I can understand an individual having a set philosophy, and then he lives and he learns and he grows and he corrects his prior position in life. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can understand him coming at Obsidian, but even him going at Obsidian, to me, I thought that was a bullshit move. But it was understandable. I can understand why he went at Obsidian. But when he went at Angry Man, Jack, when he went at Angry Man, I'm like, bruh, no, it's one thing, just like he says, you know, ain't nobody above being corrected. Nah, I agree with that, and that's why I'm about to give this nigga a correction right here in the power of discernment. You know what I mean? He just doesn't understand that what he did was a bitch move. Let me explain. You ever been, I mean, this is par for the course with niggas these days, right? You can have, just like when you're dealing with these broads, you fuck around with a chick, man, and 99% of the time you pull through for the broad, man. You know what I mean? Daddy, I need this. Daddy, I need that. Baby, I need this. Baby, I need that. I need help with this. I need help with that. You know, 95% of the time you can pull through for a broad, man. But nigga, guess what happens that 5% of the time when you just gotta tell that bitch no. No, I can't do it. Nah, I don't have time. No, I don't have the funds. No, I'm busy. You know what I mean? Now this bitch gonna turn her face up. And she gonna be like, you know, on some how dare you shit. Like, how dare you not bow down and do what the fuck I want when I want it? Bitch, didn't I just take care of that phone bill, like, you know, last month? You know what I mean? What you broke, bitch? You know what I'm saying? But I need, no, see, she only remembers the times you tell her no. She only remembers the 5% of the time where she can't get her way. All the other times that you pulled through, all the other times that you was making sure she was straight, making sure she was all right. Guess what? Yeah, she done forgot all about that. She only remember the 5% of the time that you said no. And that's what's going on here, man. You know, Angry Man, he got a habit of rubbing niggas raw sometimes, man. He get a, I don't know if you call it a bad rap, because yeah, he does have a tendency to complain a lot. And I can understand why he would do that as well, man. Him being a pioneer in what he's doing and shit, man, and him not getting his proper respect, motherfuckers keep swerving him, man. You know, I keep telling these niggas in my podcast, man, you know, he need to brush up on his people skills, man. You know what I'm saying? He need to learn how to properly play the game, but you know, that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, he done put in stellar work, man. He done did all sorts of work for the fellas, man, for the brothers, man. He done roasted a whole lot of broads, whole lot of bitches. He done roasted a whole lot of racist motherfuckers as well. You know, he don't hold back. You know, when he sees some bullshit in the mix, he on it. But it only took this one time. Dig this. This is niggas thinking like bitches. It only took this one time for these niggas to flip on him. Now, oh, he a coon. You know, oh my God, man. Red Supreme was killing me with this shit, man. Oh, he cooning. He a coon. He cooning. He a coon. You know what I mean? And he like, man, you know, if you fucking and you rocking with him, fuck that shit. Stay away from me. I don't need that kind of shit around me. I don't need that kind of energy around me. I don't need them type of niggas around. I'm like, what? This one time, my niggas say something that you don't agree with, just like a bitch. Guess what? You in your goddamn feelings, nigga. And then what killed me is he's going through these big ass diatribes, man, about how he's such a coon, and we are listening to the words of Angry Man, and we've also listened to the words of Just Pearly Things. But when I was listening to a lot of stuff that this nigga was talking about, Red Supreme, he didn't really break down and assess why Angry Man was wrong and why Pearly Things was wrong. He didn't really go into that shit, man. He didn't really go into that. He just let them talk. And then after he would hear them talk, he would just be like, coon, racist. I'm like, nigga, elaborate, man. Let me hear your thoughts on this shit, man. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear you break down the situation and break down the argument and tell me why this shit is actually racist. Especially, from a cat like me that, since I worked in the prison industrial complex and the military industrial complex, I rubbed elbows with staunch down, 10 toes down racist nigga. You know what I'm saying? I knew him. I had to work with him though. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. They gave me 50 feet, and I respected the game, and I gave them their space too. You know what I mean? I always used to tell them, I'm like, hey nigga, shit, whatever the fuck you want, I got it for you. You know what I mean? So I'm on here and I'm listening to these newfangled ass cupcake millennial niggas. You know what I mean? I'm like, you niggas, y'all ain't never met no racist. Y'all ain't never dealt with no racist shit in your life. You know what I mean? All you do is sit up on motherfucking social media and cry like bitches and shit, man. Yeah, the one time Angry Man say something you don't like, fuck all the other shit Angry Man was talking about, man, that you agreed with, that you fucked with, and that you rocked with. It took this one thing for you to just throw the nigga away and discard him, man. You know what that's like? That's like throwing away a Ferrari because it's got a few scratches on the shit. That's the way niggas thinking nowadays, man. It's like, nigga, just take the Ferrari to the shop and get the scratches and the dings buffed out. How about that? How about that shit, man? Not these niggas. No, You say one thing. That's why I said these niggas have taken on the aura and the spirit of bitches. Yeah, that's what bitches do. You know what I mean? Bitches don't get two fucks about what you did for them in the past and how you came through for them in the past. It only take one thing to wreck shop. It only take one thing for them to, tell you that you the bad guy. What's that shit in the Joker or Batman Forever? Something to the effect that, yeah, now you the hero, but guess what? If you live long enough, you're gonna be the villain. Yeah, man, that's what we dealing with here, man. I can't believe these niggas just lack that level of discernment, man. You can't tell that this chick, she just a little ignorant to how things work out and how things rock, man. Especially with black folks, man. She don't know what the fuck she talking about, man. I pay attention to the spirit of things, man. Just because someone says something, I look for the spirit of what the fuck they said, man. And she said the shit that she said out of ignorance. And the shit that she said out of ignorance, it really wasn't all that bad as far as I was concerned. The way that, man, I don't know, man. Let me put you this way. If the shit really hits the fan, if we have a situation where we go back to Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome days out here in these streets, you niggas are toast. You niggas are toast. If you letting this white girl get getting you all in your feelings and running around just all flabbergasted and pissed off, and I'm like, you niggas ain't got a hope, man. You ain't got a prayer, man. When the shit really rock and the shit hit the fan, you niggas is toast, man. You ain't got the fucking guts. You ain't got the stomach for combat, nigga. You ain't got it. How can I tell? Because this upsets you. This bullshit upset you. You haven't really seen the blood and the guts of life, obviously. Because if you did, shit like this wouldn't even register. It wouldn't even be on your radar or some shit to be pissed off about, man. I've seen a lot of shit to be pissed off about, and this ain't it, Jack. This ain't it. So, man, you better hope and pray, especially you females out there. You females, you know what I mean? Everybody was talking about when COVID hit and females was out there wishing that they had a man to help them and protect them and shit. And, and then I can see where the broads is coming from right about now, man. Because there's very few men out here. You men, you think like bitches. And you act like bitches. And so when a female go out there and actually try and find a man that's going to protect her from the zombie hordes, shit, he's more likely going to be looking to you for protection. Y'all going to have to take turns wearing skirts. These pussy ass niggas out here, man. I can't believe these niggas is that upset over this shit. Just to make sure I wasn't crazy, I think I listened to that interview like 2.5 times. And during the third time, I just like, man, there ain't shit in here to be crying about, man. There ain't shit in here to be crying about, man. And then you got niggas out there, man, who are supposed to be thought leaders and shit, they scared to upset their constituents and shit. So they coming out low key trying to get on Pearly Things case and shit, man. It's just pathetic. It's just sickening, man. What y'all need to do, what you thought leaders need to do, is give all these soft ass niggas a finger, tell them to grow the fuck up, get a life. That's what you need to do. You know, if niggas was really serious about combating white supremacy and making sure white folks couldn't talk greasy about them, guess what niggas would do? Niggas would tighten the fuck up, they'd fly right, they'd put a lock on their bad mating habits, stop cranking out bastard babies, actually get a real skill trade in the broads to stop running their fucking mouth, stop trying to be the man, but it's kind of hard to do, you know, when your man is trying to be the bitch. You know what I mean? You let the broads run their mouths and just talk reckless and have any sort of logical conclusions to their arguments, man. Yeah, that's another thing, man. Niggas can't follow the logical conclusion to an argument. It's horrible out here, man. When shit hits the fan, you niggas is toast. You niggas is toast, man. You ain't got no goddamn hope out here, Jack. Shit. Oh, man. So, yeah, that's what I like for y'all to do, man. I like for y'all to get the superpower of discernment. Be able to read people and know people and understand people and where they're coming from. And fellas, look, if you have a disagreement with an individual who you rocked with or who you respected, you know what I mean? Because he was saying a whole bunch of cool shit and you agreed with it and you rocked with it and you fucked with it. And then all of a sudden one day he says something that you don't like and then you kick him to the curb. Guess what? You're a bitch. You's a hoe ass nigga. Only a hoe ass nigga would like discard. Only a hoe ass nigga would talk shit about a nigga, man, just because you disagree with 5% of the shit that he been speaking on, man. And all this time you been rocking with 95% of it. But now you mad because 5% of the shit that he's speaking out of that 100% ain't your cup of tea. Nigga, fuck you. Real talk, man. Stop acting like bitches. Stop it. Just quit. Once again, take the skirt off, give it to your chick, and you put some pants on. Learn how to actually read and discern people, places, and situations. And stop throwing away Ferraris because they got scratches on it, dumb nigga. Yeah, man, imagine that shit. Coon this, coon that, coon this, coon that. Man, I ain't fucking with that nigga no more. Man, that's some bullshit. Like, what? You can't just, agree to disagree, man, and be like, yeah, I disagree with this nigga, man, but, he been putting in stellar work, man, for like years on this motherfucker, man. He been on this grind, putting in good work. We just go and just chop it up as, hey, you go your way, I go mine, man, on that shit, man. But niggas ain't gotta be no coons, niggas ain't gotta be no sellouts. It's just, look, I didn't see shit that she said that garnered me crying and boo-hooing. I just didn't see it. And once again, I just might be a case because I've actually seen real racism at work. I actually know the energy and the spirit of racism very well. And she ain't it, nigga. She ain't it. Okay. Just did another video that no one will hear. No one will see. Because I broke all sorts of YouTube rules. Saying things I ain't supposed to say. And saying it in a way that I ain't supposed to articulate it. But fuck it, man. I can't handle it no more, man. This Orwellian doublespeak and newspeak they got us doing where we can't even say certain words, man. Oh, man, this programming is deep. This programming is deep, baby, and I refuse to follow it. Yep, maybe cut my own throat here because, like I said, the algorithm is giving me the finger every time I upload something. But it's all good. It's all good, man. I refuse to bend the knee. No doubt. So, shout out to all the warriors, man. All the brothers out there who are free thinkers and who do not let the proletariat, the useless eaters out there, dictate their thought processes. Shout out to the brothers who shun cognitive dissonance and confirmation bias. It's not always easy to swerve some of that shit, man, because we all got a little touch of it. But some more than others, obviously. And to my fellas out there, man, especially the Mac City crew out there, I implore y'all to be intelligent. I implore y'all to be rational and logical. If you hear a YouTube creator say something that you disagree with, just a little bit, just a little bit of disagreement, do not go the way of the bitch move. Do not go the way of the broad. I ain't fucking with you no more. Don't do that, man. It's very unbecoming. It's very unmanly. Alright? Fuck all that shit. Well, Big Mike, Almighty Triple XL, coming at y'all live and direct. Maxi Limits Radio Show and Philosopher King Central. Once again, if you agree or if you disagree, whatever, yeah, feel free to go ahead, put it in the comments section. But be respectful. Because, like I said, man, you know, I don't tolerate hoe ass nigga shit. I just don't do it, man. You know what I mean? And you will be banished. No one will read your shit. Disagreements are welcome. But we gonna handle it like men over here, man. There's gonna be a dash of respect put on my name, man. You ain't gonna just come over here and talk shit to Big Mike. It ain't gonna happen, nigga. We out.